In I'm Out news, submitted by Lego Bart. A bus company suddenly closed after the boss fired his entire staff with a bitter memo. Dude, that sounds like me.
You would fire your staff with a memo?
Yeah. If I was just out and I hated everything.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't say that would be nice.
I have a hard time firing people.
Well, I fired myself first.
You're fired.
Yep. And I leave myself a bitter memo. That's right.
Yeah, so this is Sydney Hardy.
Ooh.
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah.
It's like a retired Tito Ortiz.
So this is the memo that he sent out to everyone. Like this.
Why does it look like he's using internet from 1993?
Yeah, like Windows 98.
So the subject reads, "The end." And then the message says, "There is a difference between giving up and knowing when you have had enough. I have had enough and realize I cannot work with you, the people I employ, a moment longer. There comes a time in any relationship when you just have to say fuck it and say goodbye and move on. This is my time. I am quitting to pursue my dream of not having to work here. Nippy Bus has ceased operational activity with immediate effect 29 October 2017. All staff should now consider themselves dismissed/redundant. The gates are now closed and will not open, so you can stay in your scratchers Monday and have a lie-in. Please contact the Works Mobile on phone number to arrange collection of any personal belongings. The company has appointed agents who will now work to realize the company's assets and discharge its liabilities."
Wow, he just said fuck life. Like, I'm done. I've worked so much. I fucking hate your faces. Do whatever the fuck you want.
He's the one that chose the employees, so what the fuck?
Exactly.
I hate working with you guys. But you're the one that fucking hired him, you dick face.
That's true. Maybe he's just like done with just working in general. Like, he's just like, fuck
No,
everything.
he literally said,
Yeah,
I'm done working with you guys.
Yeah.
He said that in there.
Damn.
Is there responses from other members of the company?
Yeah, they're furious and they're like, "We have kids, like we have mortgages to pay, like we didn't even know that this was coming. It's just all of a sudden you're done."
So that wasn't even like a 2 weeks thing. It was like the next day you guys
that
are.
same day. It's like we're done.
There's no 2 weeks. He's dismembering his whole company. It's just it's gone.
Yeah.
And then whatever
So-
assets or whatever money's that owed to him, he's gonna distribute it out. And that's it.
Yeah. So this firm ran up to 17 buses, and they were just saying that there were over 300 students across 4 schools that were affected by that they couldn't get to school or they couldn't get home.
Is this in the US or the...
The UK.
That is fucked up. I mean, I think like for me, if I was really tired of any company that I was dealing with, I don't think I could just drop it like that because I know people build their lives around it. So
Give them a fucking heads up.
yeah.
At least.
It's like, hey
He
man.
must have really fucking hated his group.
Yeah.
But he's the moron because he's the CEO. You create the company culture. You're the father figure. That's how it runs. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're blaming your kids for your company being shitty.
Because as a
You stupid garbage can.
as a human being, you have to do like your due diligence for these people, at least because they depend on you, right? So even if I fucking hated all their faces, I would just say, hey, in about a month, I'm gonna liquidate this company because I fucking hate you all. However, I'm not a piece of shit human being and I don't want this on my conscience, so I'm gonna give you about a month-ish to 2 months to figure out what your next job is. So enjoy that. Go fuck yourselves. I'll miss you.
Why didn't he just like say, hey, you're fired, and then just hire a new round of people?
I don't think he wants to work. I
don't
think
think he
from
wants
what
to work at
this is, he's done with working.
Then just fucking hire a GM.
Yeah, because
I know, right? Like, sell the company. How about that?
There's so many other options.
I think that's too much work.
yeah, this man, an ex-employee of the company, had worked there for almost 9 years. He said that it was a disgusting way the way he handled
Yeah.
it. Nobody has any respect for him. That he was not a nice person to work with, and that he would just like take off to vacation to Thailand and have other people do his work.
Because he's fucking hookers in Thailand all day long, that's
I wonder what he's doing in Thailand. A European
Thai.
man going to Thailand.
For me, I don't care that he went to Thailand and did all that shit.
Yeah, well, according to this ex-employee, he was saying that the boss knew months ago that the company was in trouble in terms of like how many drivers they had, because they had drivers that were quitting on them, and then the drivers that were working in the company, they had to do longer shifts to cover, and then it was just like,
Oh, so he just sucked that.
This just sounds like a load of garbage. He's obviously a fucktard for doing this. He's blaming everybody else. But we all know there's certain people out there, they're just fucking grumpy and they blame everybody else for their grumpiness. And you're just chilling and living life. I had a professor like this. This fool was so fucking on edge all the time. He would be grading papers, right? And he'll be sitting here eating fucking sunflower seeds and he's like, and he's just, fuck, this is wrong. And then then there's sunflower seeds all over the fucking exams and just, it comes back fucked up, dude.
He sounds miserable.
He sounds like he really cares.
You know, he must care if he's getting that angry that they get.
Because I had a professor in community college who cared. He looked like Humpty Dumpty. And then people didn't read what we were supposed to read for the class. And he just comes and he goes, because all of you don't care about learning, you can all go home. And then I got mad because I said to him, which I probably should, it was kind of rude, but I was just like, we don't pay you to care, we pay you to teach. You know what I mean? So you can't just dismiss us like that. Like, there's students here that fucking did do it.
In college?
Yeah, I was pissed. Because that's an ego trip. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't give a fuck what these other people did. You have to do your due diligence and teach me because I'm here, I paid for this shit.
Yeah, you're a smart kid because I would be like, fuck yeah, no class today. I would have texted my friends. You want to kick it?
Well, this is community college, so I already went to 2 years Riverside and I transferred over. So this is, I was 21.
You're a little bit smarter.
Yeah, I was smarter at this point too. Yeah. And I was paying for my own college at this time because it was community college, it was coming out of my own pocket. So I was like, no, you're not gonna dismiss class. I paid for this fucking shit. You don't fucking teach me, bitch.
What do you respond?
Yeah, did he teach it?
He still kicked us out.
What?
And he did not like me for the rest of the shit. But he didn't understand that shit. You know what I mean? He just didn't get like, I don't give a fuck what other people do. You still have to do your job. You know what I mean? Not because you're in a bad fucking mood, bitch.
Did you complain to the school?
No, I just sat in class every day and we just fucking made dirty looks at each other all the time.
Did you learn anything in that class?
No. I still passed though. Shit.
You know, there's movies where people are just like, I hate my job, and then they're like, I'm gonna break free. Yeah, fuck everybody here. Woohoo! And then they leave, right? And everyone's like, yeah, good for you. Leave that fucking paper company or whatever. But then if you're a boss doing that, no matter what, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
There's no good way of doing that. No one's gonna say, yeah, good for you. Liberate yourself. It's like, the fuck?
Like, these people are relying on you to feed their kids.
Because an employee is kind of like, all right, he's gonna move off, but who does he really hurt? Yeah. The company's gonna move on without them.
By the way, Bart and Joe have an announcement after this, so everybody stay here.
I like how you wiggled your chair to like.
What if this will have like a midlife crisis where it's like, it's not only just a job, it's like something happened with his kid, something happened with his marriage, something happened with his parents. It's just, it seems like he just blew up out of nowhere.
That's what might have happened.
I think what really happened was he went to Thailand.
He cummed inside a hooker.
Yeah, and then.
He fell in love at the same time.
Yep, and
with
then.
With an STD.
Exactly. And then he like was getting like he needs to like support that lifestyle over there.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck, I can't come back to this life with my wife and all our employees and stuff. Like, what do I do to make my dream with the Thailand love happen?
That's true. Money goes a long way over there.
You know?
Maybe that's what happened. Well, I don't know. They media kept trying to get him to grant them an interview or at least a comment, and he just kept denying.
And he hired them and then he fired them. That's what he did. You want to work for my company? Come here. You're fucking fired. Get out of here. Yeah.
How long has his business being open?
Business.
At least 9 years, right?
Founded in 2004.
You know how people say like running a business is risky? I think having a job is just as risky because you don't know if your boss is gonna go crazy and like close the
A job
company.
with a startup is risky, or like a mom and pop is risky.
That's true.
And like
Well,
starting
nothing is secure though, no matter
Yeah,
what. Like
it's
you
all
can be a
delusion.
doctor, you could be a lawyer, like nothing is
True.
That's very true. Remember Silent Mike? So we have a friend, Silent Mike. He introduced me
He's not my
to one
friend.
of his friends that worked at Reebok and the one that works at Vans now.
Yep. I'll get over here.
Remember her?
It's easier for you.
Remember
Yeah.
she worked at
yes,
Vans?
Yes, yes.
So like you would think like Reebok's a giant company, which it is. She actually worked for Adidas, which is owned by Reebok, which a lot of people don't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I think they were trying to make separate moves, branding moves. Like Adidas is going to take over the soccer space, Reebok's going to take over the alternative sports, and then so they're like moving marketing dollars around. And because her and her management was tight, her management let her know like, hey, we're going to have a huge layoff. So before that even happened, like 3 months in advance, she already started submitting resumes everywhere else. Ended up getting a job at Vans. And then when she got the job, she quit. Later on, finding out that her whole department that she was working with all got laid off. So even a big company like that, it's like, it's kind of unpredictable sometimes.
You know what's hella fucking shady? There's a company out there that makes cars called Boyota.
Whoa.
And my friend's parents worked for them for like over 20 years, right? And he decided to move their headquarters to Rexus, America. I mean, yeah, the state of Rexus in Mexico. And then what happened there is there was rumors going around where they're like, hey, if you want to stick with the company, we'll give you a place to live. Just come along for the journey or whatever, right? And then people were like, we should find a different job because I heard that a lot of companies, they let you live there for like a year and then they fucking kind of lay you off. And then, yeah, so my friend's mom was like, I'm gonna find a different job. And so she left. The whole company moves over. People that decided to relocate, all that shit, after a couple years, they all got laid off. So they're all fucking stuck there. They moved all their stuff.
Mexico?
Damn.
And then,
Yeah, that's like the worst place ever, too.
Right?
and I was like, that's some fucked up shit, dude.
Because it was at least in Texas, it would have been way better.
Yeah.